Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Schuford Gymnasium. We're here for the second game of our doubleheader day today between the visiting Mars Hill Lions and your Lenoir-Rhyne Bears. I'm Adekale Ande, joined by my broadcast partner, AB. AB, what do we got going on here today?
I think today we've got a very tough matchup, and a matchup that will be highly intense. Just two teams that are fighting for position in the conference tournament. We're coming down the stretch. Every game just seems to mean a little more. It's not March yet, but the madness is coming.
Oh, for sure. Right now, visiting Mars Hill Lions sit at 6th place, one spot ahead of Lenoir-Rhyne. Lenoir-Rhyne sitting at tied for 7th with Newberry. And I think one of the biggest keys and difference makers here today is the one I circled right now is when Lenoir-Rhyne scores 80-plus points, they are 12-0 on the season, and 1-11 when they don't fail to do so. So it's got to come in a hurry, and LR has got to get going offensively in order to be effective in this game.
Wow, that's that right there. That's pretty telling the kind of season is for the Bears. I think a lot of that 80 points is just a show of how driven this team is by their offense. If they're not hitting shots, this isn't going to be a pretty game for them. When they struggle from the field, it struggles everywhere. They can't set up their defense how they want. They can't get pressure where they want. Free throws aren't falling. Players just can't get out of the slumps. So I guess the magic number right now for the Bears is 80 until proven different. But we'll see two teams that I think are going to go at it.
And AB, how crucial is it? I mean, I'm not going to say this is a must-win, but this is a very crucial game for Lenoir-Rhyne, especially if they're looking at seeding towards a tournament. I mean, I know they played the Lincoln Memorial team close, but they ended up getting the win here at home. And, you know, that Lincoln Memorial team, if they were to drop this one and move to the 8th seed, they're looking at playing them in the first-round matchup. And that can be absolutely brutal considering they've won, I believe, 20 straight conference games.
LMU, they're sitting up there at number 1. You don't want to play them. You don't want to be sitting at the 8th seed and have a position where you have to play them anywhere before the conference championship game. Just nobody wants to do. No matter how tough you play them, that team is for real. They're loaded. There's a reason why they're ranked in the top 3 in the nation. So for the Bears, you say you won't call it a must-win, but I will. I think that the Bears need to win today. They need to keep some of that momentum going, especially going into a big-time performance on Saturday against Catawba. You don't want to get caught looking ahead, so you got to take care of business today.
Exactly. The Bears are 6-4 at home in Schuford Gymnasium. The red out. See all the fans and the students supporting Lenoir-Rhyne, dressed and down in red, trying to support their Bears here today. The women were able to get the first victory there in the first game of our doubleheader. Now we're on to game 2. The men are trying to match that energy, and what better crowd to do it here in front of the fans and the faithful here at Schuford.
And they get involved. I think the red out will just help bring a little more togetherness, but this place gets rowdy, and I think for the Bears, if they can get some buckets to fall early, Mason Hawks, if he hits a couple deep threes, we know he's going to take some. Darius Simmons gets to the rim with his tough takes. R.J. Gunn, when he starts knocking down shots, this team, this crowd, this environment just changes. And it just goes up to a different level that makes it so hard to compete. We've seen it with the worst teams and the best teams that come in here. When the Bears can get some buckets and get going, this place can just kind of tilt, it seems, in the favor of the Bears.
Exactly. As we're getting ready for the starters, first for the visiting Mars Hill Lions, you're going to have Nasir Daniel, number 1, starting at forward. At guard, number 2, Matthew Powell. At guard, number 11, Jamal Bryant. At guard, number 12, Javante Cook. And at guard, Jashawn Brooks, number 33. And now for your Lenoir-Rhyne Bears starting lineup. At guard, number 1, Davion Bradford. At guard, number 3, Mason Hawks. At guard, number 10, Darius Simmons. At guard, number 21, R.J. Gunn. And at center, number 33, Cooper Fowler. Maybe this is the point where we do the game keys and our bold predictions here today. I'm going to start things off for Lenoir-Rhyne. I think this is going to be a kind of up and down matchup here today. They're going to be going back and forth. You see the 2 leading scorers for these squads nearly identical in scoring averages. R.J. Gunn at 19.3 and Jashawn Brooks at 19.4 in the top 5 in scoring in the league. So I think it's going to come down to if Lenoir-Rhyne can really shoot the ball well here today. If they can get above 50%, I think they have a really good shot in this one and limit turnovers as well. We've seen when they are able to run up and down and force the other team to commit more turnovers, they get a lot of second chance opportunities and fast break buckets. So let's look for Lenoir-Rhyne to stay under 12 turnovers here today and over 50% from the field.
I think another key, you already brought up the major stat, 80 points is where it's at. Well, how are they going to get there? R.J. Gunn, Darius Simmons, Mason Hawks, they have to lead the way tonight. I would like to see all 3 of them get over 15 points, plus 2 other players in double figures. I want 5 players in double figures. That's my bold prediction. But the keys tonight, they have to get those 3 involved early, get some shots down, and a little help off the bench doesn't hurt.
Exactly. As we're about seconds away from opening tip-off here in Schuford Gymnasium, it's going to be in store for a good one, ladies and gentlemen. It's the 6th seed currently right now in Mars Hill Lions and the 7th seed, your Lenoir-Rhyne Bears.
Just feel the anticipation in the air for this one. Ready for a very, very good performance. Last time these 2 teams met, 98-83, the Bears took the win. So you can just see by that score right there, it was fast. It was high-paced, high-tempo, and you know the Bears are going to want to get involved in that early.
If you would please direct your attention to center court at this time, the men's basketball program would like to recognize their 6th Man of the Year recipients. The 6th Man of the Year award recognizes an outstanding member of the 6th Man Club for their unwavering support and dedication to the betterment of the men's basketball program.
As you see, head coach Everett Sullivan honoring the 6-man club of the year. It's a nice booster club and fan builder, right there, team builder for Lenoir-Rhyne's men's basketball. Showing the great support all year and men's basketball and just showing their appreciation right there at half court.
You got to love whenever you can get support like this behind your team. It just makes everything a lot more comfortable as a coach to know that everything's coming from a place like that. And Coach Sully, he's done a heck of a job with this team, especially over the last couple of years, dealing with a lot of different situations and circumstances, but always getting his guys to come out and play hard.
I mean, who wouldn't want to play for Coach Everett Sullivan? I mean, man was a big-time player at Louisville. This is a great overall coaching staff here for Lenoir-Rhyne.
So we see the first thing that's going to stand off for me is the height matchup right now for the Bears. Normally, they're not a team. One of the things that sticks out to me early on in this matchup will be the height. The Bears, they're not a team that's used to having the height advantage, but it looks like against the Mars Hill Lions, they're going to own a slight advantage with Cooper Fowler and R.J. Gunn in the starting lineups. And two small ball rosters, we should see good open space on the offensive side and allowing for some good cuts. Some shots will be coming up from deep, though.
Oh, for sure. You know those shots are going to come in a hurry for the Bears. If they're open, they're going to put them up.
And forward is 6'11", freshman from Greenville, South Carolina, number 33, Cooper Fowler. Starting at guard is 6-foot junior from Mount Airy, number 3, Mason Hart. And guard is 6-foot junior from Pontiac, Michigan, number 1, Davion Redford. And a guard of 5'11", junior from Raleigh, number 10, Darius Simmons. There's a good by Eric Sullivan.
Coming into this game, the Bears are averaging 80 points a game. The Lions averaging 83. So two teams that like to get up there, get high scoring. Shooting 46% from the field of the Bears, 43% for the Lions. Those stats hold up. This will be a fun one.
I definitely feel that kind of vibe here tonight, AB. It's a good crowd on hand. Everyone excited. You know, the Mars Hill Lions traveled as well. Only about, I'd say, an hour away, closer towards Asheville.
Not a bad drive at all, and you got to believe you love to see support for visiting teams. It just makes the environment even better.
And R.J. Gunn able to win that tip easily, and now the LR Bears will start off with possession to begin this game. You see an early motion there, trying to free up Gunn and get the switch, and now they got Fowler on the low block. Goes up with the left, and he is denied by Nasir Daniel. Seems like it might be a focus to try to feed Fowler on the low block, maybe.
I like the idea to get it to him early. Just kind of wished he kicked that one back out because there wasn't a good position for him.
And right there, Javante Cook is going to hear it from the student section as he airballed a deep three right in front of the Bears faithful.
That's never a good way to start with an air ball right in front of the student section.
It's a nice pursuit there by Bradford. Now Simmons in the corner for three, and he is short on that one, but almost able to chase down his offensive rebound. And a drive inside, a wild circus shot by Bryant. No good for the Lions.
The speed on this Lions team is kind of ridiculous early on.
And Hawks, a no-look pass out to Bradford. He's open again. 15 here on the shot clock. Hawks is going to fire from three, a line drive shot, and he's short on that attempt.
Bradford has to take that shot. Good moves around by the Bears, and he was the one left open in rhythm.
And just out of sort is the Mars Hill Lions offense. And I can't really say that it's LR's defense is causing these turnovers, but a few kind of short possessions there for the Lions.
I think the Lions are kind of just moving too fast. So excited. You can see this game means a lot, so you would understand why two teams have come out fired up, and the Lions, I think, are moving faster than their feet and hands are ready to work.
And both teams still looking for the first basket here on the board. Fowler now at the top of the key. R.J. Gunn takes the nice screen from Fowler, gets some space, a tough and difficult pass to Cooper. Bradford's going to have to do something here. Quick crossover three, and can't get it to go, and a good pursuit of the rebound by Nasir Daniel.
Great job by the Lions to clean the glass. That was a tough possession.
And Daniel being harassed by Bradford on the help D. A D3 put up, and Gunn with the grown man rebound snags it. And a good hop step inside. Count the basket. Darius Simmons, how do you do?
Love the change of pace from a guard. That's the thing that separates guards in this world, you have to be able to change your speed. There are a lot of fast players, but can you go from slow to fast? Darius Simmons definitely can, and just the explosion. Once he makes his move, he's going to get to the rim, and better not hit him because he'll go to the line.
And I think another thing that's awesome about Darius Simmons is his head fakes. He's going to sell you on that. If you don't play him straight up, as soon as he hits that, you kind of get stuck in quicksand, and he just blows by you. You see Daniel there at the top of the key for the Lions. Some dribble action. Now trying to go to work on Fowler. Good help by Bradford. And a cut by Bryant. He's able to get it for two.
I love that possession right there for the Lions. A little more open space and some backdoor cutting. This team is fast. They got to take advantage of some help defense maybe being stagnant.
Excuse me, that last basket was by number 12, Javante Cook. And now a mid-range jump shot there for Gunn. No good. And this time it's rebounded by Bryant, and he's looking to push the floor. Off the screen, and Hawks able to get the block from behind, but that's always a tough call there for the referees. Very few times you see a clean block from behind like that, but Hawks is protesting that he got all ball.
I think he got all ball from here. That was tough. From behind, you're not going to get a call, especially like that, 9 out of 10 times, but I think he got that one clean.
As that will send Jashawn Brooks to the line. Like we were talking about, the leading scorer for the Lions, averaging 19.4 points a clip. There are very few people here in the conference that are averaging above 19, and he's one of them.
Brooks, a senior out of Augusta, Georgia, just playing out of his mind.
And see what kind of action LR gets into. They've been kind of stagnant so far on the offensive end. They took an and one for Darius Simmons to get the Bears going. Bradford in the corner, wide open for three, and hit every part of the rim, but not able to drop for LR.
I love the look, though. Bradford called for the pass, and he took a good shot in rhythm. Just couldn't get it to fall.
And Jashawn Brooks coming off the screen, not able to get that one to go, and the Bears are pushing a beautiful pass. Oh, my goodness. Davian Bradford with the dime.
Just an absolute dime right there, threading the needle, however you want to say it. What a look to Mason Hawks.
See the Lions now working the ball around. It's going to be Bryant there at the top to keep working the ball around now into Cook. Cook driving in strong and throws up a prayer. I think he was expecting to get bailed out for a foul. And look at the steps timed by Simmons and the court vision by Hawks as they get a easy two in transition. And your score is 6-5 here with a, 7-4 with LR up here with 15:50 remaining. And we'll be back here shortly on Bears Sports Network.
Make sure you get here early for your chance to be the Texas Roadhouse 99th man of the game on Saturday.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
As we are back here on Bears Sports Network, we're going to show you a replay of the last action here for LR. A good pass up ahead to Darius Simmons from Mason Hawks. It's a 7-4 ball game with 15:54 remaining. AB early on was slow for both teams, but LR really picked it up with some beautiful passes from the guards.
Beautiful passing from the guards. That's why they have 2 assists, kind of leading to some easy looks. It started out with Davion Bradford getting a nice smooth bounce pass to Mason Hawks. Then they get another great defensive possession, get out running, and Mason Hawks finds Darius Simmons. Bears shooting 33% from the field, but they're holding the Lions to just 16% as they're 1 for 6 to start this game.
Yeah, the Lions have been really forcing shots, not really getting into their looks so far. Let's see how they react after that timeout and see if they have an answer. A quick crossover there into the post. That's Daniel going to work here on Fowler. Goes up with the reverse and misses all the rim. He was looking for the foul call. Into the corner, RJ Gunn fires, and he rattles one in.
And that's what you need to get you started if you're the Bears. Just get 2 buckets on some easy layups, and now you get a 3 to fall. This offense might unlock.
Now dribble a handoff there at the top, a fall-away jump shot. Missing all the rim right there is Bryant. And that might be the 4th or 5th air ball I've seen tonight here from the Lions. Maybe I think you called it earlier. They are just rushing their looks.
Don't look like they're just playing within themselves right now. Everything on the offensive side, like you said, looked forced. They just look kind of out of sorts. It's weird, but that happens when you're playing in big-time games like this.
Did you see Austin Gilliard checks in here for the Lions, their 3rd leading scorer, averaging 15 points a game. Let's see if he can get going here for the Lions. So that's Powell there with the ball, the deep 3, off the rim and short, and now the Bears are looking to push.
See, I feel like that's a little more of the Lions offense. It's early on and you're struggling, but that's what they want.
Fowler a deep 3. He twinkles the twine on that one. Knocks down the 3.
Big man gets the crowd going. Whenever he gets a bucket, he's going to make sure everybody gets loud.
And then a nice quick crossover there, and number 12, Javante Cook knocks it down. Let's see if he can get going here for the Mars Hill Lions.
It's a great look by Cook right there just to use the screen so that he can't be defended. But Zim Fields with the spin move and the strong take.
Strong is the right word. Put some emphasis on that one. And off his left foot, going to his left side with the right hand is Javante Cook. And he's looking to get going now for the Lions. And Simmons with the left.
Naturally left-handed Darius Simmons can make a move with either one. Got all the way to the rim and finished like he wanted.
You see Powell now driving in, surveying. Steps through with the right hand, not able to get it to go. Up ahead to Hawks. You see Gunn looking to go to work in the post, and quick hands there by Cook. Cook with the Euro step with the right hand, gets it to go, and that's a 6-0 run right there for Cook for the Lions.
Just what a move right there to finish that one.
And Simmons being guarded tightly by the other number 10, Gilliard. And Simmons runs into no man's land. Fowler at the top of the key for 3. Another one! Back-to-back threes for Cooper Fowler.
He's feeling it from deep. I just saw something in his eyes. He wanted that one when they swung it to the corner, and he got it.
Those aren't boos in the crowd. That's Coop. So yell it out. A nice dime inside as Daniel count the basket. He'll be going to the line for one more. A beautiful pass there by Austin Gilliard.
Beautiful pass, and then even better finish. Cooper Fowler a little excited because he's hit back-to-back threes, goes for the contest, catches a little bit of the wrist.
This is what we expected here, but it wasn't showing there in the early onset in the first couple of minutes. But it's been back and forth action. 12:29 remaining. LR is up 20-13 over the Mars Hill Lions. It's been Javante Cook in this one, AB, that's really battled back for the Mars Hill Lions.
And that's what you expect if you're the Lions from Cook. He comes in giving you 16.4. So when it takes a slow start for Brooks or anybody else on this team, you know that he can put the ball in the bucket, and he's done that early on.
As number 13, David Elkins, enters the game for the first time here for the Lions. We see Fields able to drive in earlier. Now Bradford going in. McLean has also entered the game here for Lenoir-Rhyne. And Cook getting his hands in the passing lane once again. Goes up, and a pin down block by Bradford. But I think they're going to call Zim Fields on the foul, and that's going to send Cook to the line.
I think that's a great job by Cook. I know he saw Bradford coming, but knew he could get the foul if he just went straight up.
Yeah, that's one of those ones, the chase down block, especially the one that you saw in the NBA Finals with LeBron James. That look LeBron-esque right there from Davion Bradford. But Cook able to knock down the first free throw. In and out on the second attempt, and Gunn able to corral the board. Out to Hawks. Good hesitation. Drive inside. McLean. Oh, a no-look pass to Fields. He goes up and in for two.
Fields, I mean, he's just a load for a guard. He can move people.
Yeah, I don't know if we're watching Spurs basketball here both ways. Both teams have been getting after it in the passing game. It's been a crafty matchup so far. See Cook there at the top of the key. Mid-range pull-up, and he knocks it in. He's feeling himself.
Yeah, he's come alive. Cooks is getting whatever he wants, and you got to tighten up on that and force him to pass the ball.
Cook standing at 6'4". He's able to get to his spots with the ease. You see McLean there on the wing. Now into Bradford. Fields might look to go to work as they swing the ball around. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. A good cut by McLean. Now Gunn's going to fire the deep three, and he's long on that attempt, but good offensive rebound there by Hawks. And an even better pass to McLean as he knocks down the mid-range jump shot.
Coach Sully wasn't too happy with that offensive possession, pleading for his guys to move and to move the ball.
And the finger roll there on the other end as Bradford almost blew through his shoe there, came off, and number 13, David Elkins with a straight line drive. McLean wide open for three, and he knocks it down. A quick 5 points there for Tyson McLean.
Just not enough time for us to digest anything. These two teams are getting up and down and making a lot happen.
So it's been a track meet in this one. Cook there at the top of the key looking for Gilliard to get open. Now he's going to have to go to work. A deep three. Can't get it to go. Elkins the offensive board. And now Bryant, the baseline jump shot. No good. And now Jashawn Brooks will get called for the foul. A little overzealous there on his pursuit of the basketball. And we're going to have another media timeout here as Lenoir-Rhyne is up 27-19 here with the Mars Hill Lions. 10:04 remaining here on Bear Sports Network.
And we're back here. We're going to look at this play by Cook going. But let's take a look at how high Davion Bradford gets on this one. Just extension. There are some plays that don't count and mean more than even if they did count it. Davion Bradford right there just taking off right inside the SAC logo, pinning that one off the backboard, got the crowd hype. He's got major explosion, and on that play he showed it. It's been a good performance so far for the Bears. Darius Simmons, 7 points. Cooper Fowler, 6. He's hit 2 threes, shooting 61% so far in this game, and the Lions shooting 38%. Their lead, Cook, he has 12 of them. Got to get a little more balance, though.
Exactly, and I think the best part about that replay on Bradford on the block is that he blocked it so hard it hit the backboard again and hit himself in the face. And if that's not athleticism, then I don't know what is. And now the Bears are working it here, under 10 on the game clock, and now a good swing to Bradford, the pullback crossover. Fields is going to have to go to work. All the way in with his left, gets it to go.
Just so strong, Fields, when he decides to take it to the rim. I don't know if anybody can stop him.
Losing the ball there is Elkins, as he was getting harassed by Davion Bradford, one of the best on-ball defenders in the SAC conference. And the friendly bounce there for Javante Cook on the three-pointer.
Cook is feeling it early on in this game, but Simmons doesn't waste time trying to attack the rim.
You see a block there, I believe, for Brooks. Able to pin that one down from behind. A quick crossover inside. Bryant's going to fire the three-pointer. He knocks it down as well, and just like that, it's a 4-point ball game. The Lions are down 29-25. Good help there by Elkins. Now Gunn spinning, falls away, left it short.
I don't think that's a bad possession for the Bears. I would like to see them try to find R.J. Gunn inside and attack his little height advantage, see if he can get some shots up.
As Elkins now being guarded by Gunn. Bryant's open at the top of the key. Now Cook, who's had the hot hand. There's a mismatch inside with Brooks and Darius Simmons, and Brooks looking to exploit that. Goes up, gets the offensive rebound, but it's going to be a foul on the floor. Looks like it's going to be on number 12, Tyson McClain.
And that's a telltale sign of a great scorer. He missed the shot, but he knew exactly where it was going, and how fast he went from shooting it to getting the offensive rebound is why they get to keep possession.
Textbook right there by Brooks, following his own shot. One of the first things they teach you in the game of basketball. And Cook off the window, a tough bucket going to his left. This kid's on fire here for the Lions.
He's unconscious right now, and if you're the Lions, you keep feeding him. If you're the Bears, you got to find a way to slow him down.
Now Bradford at the top of the key, who's waiting for the screen. Simmons being guarded tightly by Gilliard. He's got the size on him. Under 10 here on the clock. Hawks backs everyone up. Goes into ISO mode. Quick crossovers. Pull back. Three, and it's short there on the attempt. Good rebound by the Lions.
Coach Sully is not impressed with the Bears on the offensive side. Wants more motion and more movement. He just keeps yelling move.
And another tough drive going to his left. Finishing with his right is Javante Cook, and he's shaking his head. No one can guard me here on this court.
And until proven different, right now nobody can. Cook is just going crazy.
And right now he's the 5 here for the Lions, and that's why they're looking to exploit this, the Bears. Fowler trying to go in. And not able to get to a spot. Bradford the 3, and he knocks it down with confidence.
Love to see that. Davion Bradford needs to shoot if he's going to be on this court and help keep the court expanded. Cook
Fires the three-pointer. Strong on that attempt, and now Simmons is pushing. Goes up with the left, and like I said all season, he's quicker than a hiccup.
So deceiving. Looks like he's going to put it straight up, but uses his body to kind of shield the ball. It can't be blocked. And just like that, a 5-point run for the Bears.
It's Elkins driving the baseline, and you got to watch your steps when you're going down there. He stepped out of bounds. Show you a replay of the last action. Look at Simmons, just quicker than a hiccup, going to the rack. And he made a great point right there. I think a lot of guards forget about body control when they go up to the basket. If you can put your body in between the defender and the ball, it's money for you to kind of get to your spot and find the right angle to put it in.
And you can see the head-to-head numbers right there. Simmons, it's a great start for him. Very efficient. Last time out on this court, he struggled, and that's not something we're used to seeing. He's a very efficient player, but today, 4 of 6. Hasn't hit a three-pointer, but got to the free throw line. 1 assist. I expect those to grow because he has such a good eye for the passing lanes. And Cook, 17 points in 14 minutes. It's early on in this game, but he's showing something special. 7 of 12. They got to find a way, if you're the Bears, to slow him down, because if he's going to keep shooting like this, they don't need Brooks to get hot.
Exactly. I mean, he's got 17 points with 6:18 remaining, as AD said, and he's on pace for dropping 40 points here tonight at this rate. He's putting up numbers for the Mars Hill Lions.
I'm not one to do great analytic job in my head, but saying that he's on pace for 40 just doesn't seem like it's enough at the place he's playing at. Getting good looks, knocking them down, and then hitting the tough looks and making them look easy. Bears, as a team, shooting 58% from the field, and the Lions got it up to 45% as they had tied it up at one point.
Bradford has been looking for a shot here for the Bears. He's been aggressive, and that's what they've needed, especially when Hawks has not been shooting the best from distance. As you see the Mars Hill Lions enter into a zone, a very aggressive 2-on-2 look, and Simmons not able to knock the three, but good thing you have teammates like RJ Gunn to follow that one in.
And that's where playing zone is dangerous, because boxing out just gets harder in zone than it is in man. Had a body there, just unable to kind of stop RJ Gunn from doing what he wanted. We get a replay look at that. Good skip pass. Simmons left it a little short, and Gunn just too easy. Mismatch inside.
Exactly, especially when you're going to put number one, Nasir Daniel, at the top of that zone, staying at 6'9". You're going to have some mismatch there on the low block. And a good move inside there by number 10, Austin Gilliard. Great footwork and patience.
Gilliard coming off the bench, but third in this team in scoring with 15. He knows how to fill it up.
As Hawks misses a deep three there. I was watching Austin Gilliard in warm-ups. He was pulling up from the logo. Good defense there by Fowler. Active hands. He's calling for the ball there on the baseline. And now Simmons. Bradford's going to call for the high pick and roll, looking for a back cut. Gunn has it now at the logo. It's 10 on the shot clock here. Good pullback crossover by Bradford. Now Hawks will fire the three-pointer, and he finally knocks it down.
This team is so much better where they can catch and shoot off the dribble. And great job right there of Hawks to have patience in the possession, work around, and get his shot.
You see Daniel there at the top of the key. They're trying to feed Gilliard on the smaller Darius Simmons. Powell sees the shot clock. It's at 7. Powell trying to feed Daniel, and Bradford putting his hand in the cookie jar and getting pay dirt on that one. Good ball denial there by Powell. Bradford out to Hawks once again. Bradford open for three, and he knocks it down.
I almost said it earlier as my bold prediction, but it's been a while since we've had a game where the Bears have kind of lit it up from deep. We know this team can fill it up from out there, and they are so far today.
Let's see how the Lions will answer as Bryant stops and pops at the free throw line, and he knocks it down for 2.
Offensively, this game is opened all the way up. Both teams kind of getting their rhythm.
And a good back cut and a behind the back pass to Simmons is money. Da-da-da, da-da-da.
What a pass right there, and Simmons to keep the composure. I think we forget about that part. When you get a pass that pretty, you might want to go crazy before it even goes in. But this place now is rocking.
Yeah, Boom Squad is hyped up there on the bench. Let's see how they battle back here on defense. It's Cook now at the top of the key. Trying to go to work, drives in, a good pass to Daniel up with the left. And he's not only a scorer, but he's got great vision, Javante Cook.
And that's how you can quiet a crowd and keep this game manageable. They just have to keep making shots if you're Mars Hill and find a way to stop these Bears.
Simmons off the screen, pulls back here. A myriad of moves there. Out to Fowler from 3 as he knocks down his 3rd one of the game.
Perfect from deep is Cooper Fowler, and the big man will let you know about it.
LR going bananas here at Shuford from distance. Let's see how the Lions answer it. Powell weaving and turning, and another silencer here in Shuford Gymnasium. Mars Hill Lions are doing a great job.
They just keep hitting shots. I know the Bears are going crazy right now, but the Lions aren't. They're not laying down a bit.
Yeah, they are not backing down in this one. Hawks out to Fowler. Good cut inside. Gunn going up strong with the left. can't get the and one to go, but he'll be going to the line for 2.
And that'll take us to our final media timeout. The game's been flowing so smooth, we almost missed it. 1:46 to go here. Bears up 48-37 in this very high-scoring game. We'll be back on the Bear Sports Network.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you.
As we are back here on Bear Sports Network, your score is Lenoir-Rhyne 48-37 as we show you a quick replay of that last little highlight there for Lenoir-Rhyne. A good back cut, eyes behind his head, a behind the back pass to the corner, and nothing but the bottom of the cup.
And what a run right there for the Bears. I mean, offensively, I've said it, this game has opened up, but 61% for the Bears from the field. Mars Hill not slouching themselves, 53%. Here's, I think, where things get crazy. The Bears have already hit 9 threes. It's only the first half. They've hit 9 threes. They're on a tear offensively. I mean, Darius Simmons, 12 points. Cooper Fowler, 9. He hasn't missed from deep yet. Davion Bradford's given 6, and Mason Hawks has 5. Everybody that stepped on the court so far today for the Bears has at least 5 points.
They have been doing a great job. Efficiency has been the key here for Lenoir-Rhyne, as AB just stated. But, I mean, on pace, AB, they've 9 3-pointers so far in this one. They tied the program record of 19 against Coker early on this year. I mean, who's to say they can't do it here tonight?
The way they're shooting, I wouldn't be surprised if they get a shot at it. They're going to get close. Just lighten it up. You know, coming out of the locker rooms, those legs can get a little heavy and the shot can change. But it's pure right now, so I want to see the Bears keep putting it up.
It's around under 2 minutes left to play here in the first half. Lenoir-Rhyne up 48-37. Good defense there by Bradford. And he's got to be up there in the league in terms of being the defensive player of the year. Davion Bradford, he is an absolute pest on the defensive end.
He's got to get a vote or two. He's just affects the game. 3 from the corner, unable to go.
Did you see a foul get called there on the pursuit of the rebound? I think it's going to be on Davion Bradford.
Good old announcer's curse to just something negative to happen after we talked all great about him. But I think right now for Mars Hill, they got to find a way to get some offense outside of Cook. He's been the only one. He has 19. They need somebody to step up.
As Powell tries to knock down the 3 there from the corner. Roll long on that attempt. Bradford pushing here. And almost getting it was Brooks in the passing lane. And Fowler just throws it away. Let's see if Bradford can get the D here, and that's a tough take there by Jamal Bryant, able to hang in the air.
I don't know how Bryant was even able to look at the rim. Bradford did a great job of getting up, staying vertical, and cutting off sight to the basket.
As you hear Coach Sullivan yelling out the set, telling them to move. Fields now with the rock, drives in strong, and he'll be going the line for 2. And Zim Fields has really progressed this season. We've seen him grow up in front of our eyes. People have been challenging to shoot that jump shot, and he's been able to knock a couple down. I've seen in the past couple of games, as well as show why he's so versatile as a defender and driving to the hole.
I just love everything about his game. He's so strong. His hands are huge. And then the thing about him is he's quick. He's so quick. Makes one jab step, and then he has the strength to just get by you, put you in a bad position. I just love where his game has grown. He's a game changer for this team that likes to shoot from deep, and he's the one that equalizes it. It's like Russell Westbrook for the Rockets, the one that can just get to the rim almost at will.
You see the Bears have entered a zone of themselves. Looks like a 2-on-2 as well with Gunn and the wing almost in a trap as Sinfield's coming closer. Under 20 here on the game clock, about a 6-second difference. And a deep three knocked down by Powell. Shot clock is off. 7 seconds on the clock. Up to Mason Hawks with the left, and he gets fouled by Daniel. He'll go to the line for 2.
Great job by Hawks right there, seeing the lane split, and instead of kicking it out to the corner for the 3 and getting greedy, he took his chance, saw he could get a foul or get an easy layup. Glad to see Mason Hawks back to being aggressive. I know he struggled for a while there, and the team kind of struggled when he was struggling, but he looks confident playing now.
Exactly. Glad to see Mason Hawks is continuing to shoot those shots that he's had all season. Powell up ahead to Bryant, and Bryant now to Daniel. He goes up, and they go and beat the buzzer. Mars Hill Lions. And the conclusion of the first half, your score is Lenoir-Rhyne 51, the Mars Hill Lions 44, and we'll be back shortly with first half analysis and second half action here on Bear Sports Network.
Oh, this? I was playing catch a little too hard with the dog. He's got quite an arm. I've been through this before. It'll be better in a couple of days. Probably.
Visit one of Ortho Carolina's specialists right away by logging on to orthocarolina.com. Leave the waiting to this guy.
Come on, honey.
Ortho Carolina. You improved.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
My path to a college degree would have been completely different had I not run Division II cross country for the University of Mount Olive. Having an athletic and academic scholarship was key for my success. Our coaches were really helpful with balancing out my academics and athletics. I decided to attend graduate school because I wanted to become an athletic director. Receiving the postgraduate scholarship through the NCAA provided me with the flexibility to choose the school that I wanted. So now I know that I can accomplish any goal that I set for myself.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
I knew that there was an opportunity to have my college paid for if I was good enough to play baseball at that level. That was going to make a big difference in my family. D2 baseball gave me an opportunity to play at a high level and to get an education that's going to be valuable for me throughout the rest of my life. I chose to take my experience of being a student athlete and pursue that within my career and to get a master's degree. If I wouldn't have had a baseball scholarship, there'd be no chance that I'm doing what I'm doing today.
Paramount Kia in Hickory. We want to see you driving a new Kia or, hey, a quality pre-owned Kia. We've got a huge selection of new and pre-owned Kias. You got to get to Paramount Kia in Hickory, Highway 70, ParamountKia.com.
Everett Chevrolet Buick GMC is ready for another exciting football season. Everett has been a proud sponsor of the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears for 25 years, and we wish the Bears a safe and successful season. And August means it's all systems go for another winning season with the Carolina Panthers. We have a tradition of winning in the Carolinas, and when you want to be a winner in the car, truck, or SUV game, come see the sales and service champions at Everett, because if you didn't get an Everett deal, you dropped the ball, baby. Woo!
I love being busy in my garden. I got flowers to plant and beds to clean out. When I was feeling really tired and not like myself, I saw a doctor. Look at me now. The doctors were good, they worked with me, and they laughed with me. I'm back to doing everything I love. I needed a doctor, and I found the expert for my heart.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
For Lenoir-Rhyne Bears over Mars Hill. I'm going to show you some first half highlights. And just absolutely a barn burner here tonight. It's been back and forth. Lenoir-Rhyne's leading scorer is Darius Simmons with 12 points. LR 9 of 17 from 3. They've been doing it all over the court and doing a great job, shooting 61.3% from the field and 52.9% from 3. While the Mars Hill Lions, it's been a Javante Cook show, 19 points. As you saw, some other players started to really pick it up with Jamal Bryant with 7 points and 5 rebounds, as well as Nasir Daniel with 7 points and 5 rebounds. But both teams shooting above 50%. The Mars Hill's Lions shooting 54.5% and 36.4% from 3. It's been back and forth, and what else could you have expected here from great two teams in the SAC Conference? Mars Hill sitting in 6th place, while Lenoir-Rhyne tied for 7th. It's a very crucial game in deciding seeding. You know Lenoir-Rhyne really wants to get this W here today, and I think the stat that we kind of pointed out at the beginning of this game was that if Lenoir-Rhyne scores 80-plus points on the game, they are 12-0 on the season and just 1-11 when they score under 80, and they're on pace to do such that here tonight with 51 big points there in that first half, shooting lights out, and they have the crowd all in this one.
Congratulations, Dawson. You are the winner of the...
For about 6 minutes remaining here in this halftime until we come back and resume second half action. You see the head-to-head right there, Javante Cook. He's got 19 points on the game, 8 of 12 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, while Darius Simmons with 12 points, 5 of 8 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3. He's been absolutely money. That's been the matchup here today. They haven't been guarding each other, but doing a great job has been Javante Cook of really getting his teammates involved as well as finding his own buckets there for the Mars Hill Lions. And then Simmons, he's quicker than a hiccup. He's got the nice hesitation move, and he's just phenomenal at reading space. AB, what do you want to see here in this second half? I mean, that first half was so good. I don't know what to expect here coming in.
In the second half, the only thing I want to see if both teams can keep it up. Look at the numbers right there. 61% from the field are the Bears, 54.5% are the Lions. That's just amazing to think that both teams can play that well offensively in the first half. And the defense wasn't terrible. Like, both teams were in position. There were tough shots made, I think, both ways. Not a lot of fouling. Turnovers, only 4 of them, both ways. Just a heck of a game.
Exactly, AB. That's what we talked about. And that was one of my game keys. They could stay under 12 turnovers on the game while shooting over 50%. I felt like, that's a good night for anyone, but especially for this LR team. When they're shooting the ball, they are just a completely different team when they're knocking shots down.
Knocking shots down. You said the stat, they're undefeated when they score over 80 points. It's not easy to get over 80 points, but the fact that they've done it 12 times first says something. And then the next stat is that they haven't lost when they do it. So this team, when they score, they're a different team. And it just showed early on in this game, they were aggressive, they got good looks, and it might not show in big numbers for somebody like Cooper Fowler, but you can really gauge how invested this team is off of when he hits shots. Just his reaction, the bench feeding off of him. It's kind of like Tyson Fury, how when he's in the ring and he's doing all that dance and everything, and the crowd kind of feeds off of it. Well, that's how the Bears are for Cooper Fowler. When he hits a three and he's putting his fingers in the air and he's sticking his tongue out, kind of backpedaling, that team builds off of it, and it showed.
Exactly, and I want to stress this enough for LR. Cooper Fowler, that's not a gimmick, a big man shooting the three-pointer like that. He can knock it down. He's lethal. When he off that pick and pop, there's no one better there at the top of the key knocking down that shot. And 3 for 3 on the night there from 3. Look for him to continue. And let's see if they exploit those matchups on the inside as well, especially on those switches. Fowler is by his lonesome as well on the low block. Not a lot of people that can stick with him. And, he's a very willing passer there from the low block as well. So 3 minutes left in this halftime until we get back to action. We're going to take a little break here. We'll be back here on Bear Sports Network.
Playing too aggressive, but after that first media timeout, this game just opened up. It exploded. Both teams, you can see the numbers right there. 54% for the Lions, only to be overshadowed by the Bears shooting 61% from the field, 52% from the three-point line. That is just insane by the Bears. And the Lions shooting 36%. They've knocked down 4 of them. But just fun. I mean, it's rubbing off on everybody in the stands. It's rubbing off on us. We're having fun watching this game, and it looks like they're having fun playing it. Just about whether or not somebody can play some defense long enough to get some separation.
And that's now as it's playing in the Schufer Gymnasium. Here we go now. That's what we're waiting for. Another exciting half. So we're about to begin.
And you got 2 teams right under each other in the standings. Every game matters. Every game you're trying to clear the top seeds, stay away from LMU, and give yourself a chance to survive as long as you can in the conference tournament. Nobody wants to drop this game.
Exactly. No. It's going to be Mars Hill possession to begin the second half. Looks like the starting 5 is in for the Lions, and the same starting 5 for the LR Bears as well. A good back cut, but reading the passing lane is Mason Hawks. Up ahead to Bradford, tough, and Gunn looking to finish it. Corrals the offensive rebound, goes up, misses, and forces the jump ball with Nasir Daniel. And the possession is going to be staying here with Lenoir-Rhyne.
Just love the ball right there. Unable to get the shots to go. I like what the Lions are trying to do. Brooks, he struggled in the first half. He had 0 for 3 in the first half. No points. That's just not what you expect out of the leading scorer in the conference. So they got to find a way to get him going, especially if they want to win this game as hot as the Bears are shooting.
You know the Boom Squad wanted that one right there. Cooper Fowler was open in the left corner, and Gunn did about everything there on that drive to get to the hole except finish it, but he's going to be going to the line for 2.
RJ Gunn is a much different player. When he gets downhill, gets aggressive. It's almost like he just gets mad and decides to bully people. He's got the frame. Just look at his body. He's wide, and he's got the height, long arms, left-hand finish. He's tough when he can get downhill.
Exactly, and he's not a scary person whatsoever. He's a super funny guy. When you get to talk to him, very kind-hearted human being as well. So he's able to rattle the first one in. Short on the second attempt. Powell being guarded tightly there by Darius Simmons. Now Cook with the ball, driving in. Gets to the basket, but took a lot of contact there, and no calls by the referees. And Simmons, oh my goodness, put him on your hip and just do the rest with the left.
I started this game out talking about speed and changing speed. Well, that was a perfect example right there. Cut that one and put it on a clinic.
And the three-pointer in the corner there by Jamal Bryant. It's good for the Lions. It seems like every single time LR punches the Lions, they have an answer.
Bryant now the second line in double figures.
Simmons there on the wing, now into Fowler. Looking to go to work. Spins, he turns, gets blocked by Daniel. Cook. And Powell's going to reset things as you hear Coach Vic Fenora calling out the play to his team. And Powell driving in strong on Fowler, left it short off the rim. Bouncing out, and that ball will go off of Brooks, and that will be Lenoir-Rhyne's possession.
Two great looks, I think, right there by the Lions. And unable to get either one to go, and Brooks then kicking it off of his knee. Been that kind of day for him, just to struggle. They want to get a shot at this game. They're going to have to get him going because he can just explode and really change the look of this.
See, good ball denial there by Brooks. Now Bradford in and out dribble, driving in the show and the go. Out into the corner for three, and Gunn not able to knock down that attempt. Good balance there by Bradford. The Euro step inside and Gunn rising up. Javante Cook not able to put it down on the putback, but I'm sorry, I would have stood up on that one, AB, if he had gotten that one down.
Where did he come from? I mean, Cook came out of nowhere, got off the ground so fast. What a play that would have been.
Hawks takes the screen from Fowler. You see McLean motion out of the way. Now Gunn's got some space. The step back, in and out on that attempt, and McLean trying to get the offensive rebound, not able to get it. Powell, deep, mid-range 2, and hitting every part of the rim, but not dropping.
The pace of this game is amazing right now. Just running clean, not a whole lot of fouls, not a whole lot of contact. Both teams just playing clean basketball.
McLean there on the wing, pumps the 3, and a good look inside to Fowler. Goes up and not able to get the reverse to go. I would love to see him just go straight up without putting it on the deck.
Cook, man, he's just got some long arms. Just seems like he can control the basketball anywhere around him.
And I think I love the little second half adjustment there by Coach Sullivan, putting a bigger R.J. Gunn on Cook, making it more difficult, as Brooks did about everything he could possibly do to draw contact there, and he's going to be going to the line for 2.
That's a tough foul. I don't know, so much going on right there. Just you can see good defense by Hawks, cutting them off. Brooks losing control, keeping the dribble, getting up, and then it's just a lot of contact. I think I respect the call in the sense of something had to be called, but I don't know.
As Brooks knocks down the first of 2. And that will bring back into the game Zim Fields and Darius Simmons. 16:25 remaining here. It's a 6-point ball game. Lenoir-Rhyne up 54-48 over the Mars Hill Lions. And Brooks goes 2 for 2 there at the line. He's had a really quiet night here for the Lions. He's going to look to heat up here.
Well, for something like that to help get him started, if you're the Lions.
Simmons stops on a dime. Now Gunn at the top of the key. And that was a straight pass to the bench, and I don't think Simmons was ready for it. An unforced error there by Lenoir-Rhyne. Bryant, so looking for some screen action. Bryant elects to fire the 3-pointer. Good pursuit there by Brooks, and a block by R.J. Gunn. See a foul in transition. It's going to be called on Bryant as McLean was leaking out.
Great block right there by Gunn. Helps the Bears hold on to this 5-point lead. We'll see a replay. Just look at that pickup, and then Gunn getting off the ground so quick, sending that one right back. Under first media timeout here, the second half. The Bears up 5, 54-49. And we'll be back here on the Bear Sports Network.
As we're back here on Bear Sports Network, your score is Lenoir-Rhyne 54 to Mars Hill 49. Fans, remember, Geico has teamed up with the South Atlantic Conference to offer the alumni, faculty, and staff of SAC institutions discounts on auto insurance. Get your fast, free car insurance quote today by visiting geico.com/mydiscount. Geico, the official insurance provider of the South Atlantic Conference. Maybe you got a little stat update for us?
So far in the second half, both teams struggling from the field just like they did to start the game.
You see Gunn able to hang in the air and find a nice shot off the window.
He's 3 of 9 for the game. That's his 8th point. Bears now shooting 2 of 8 in the second half.
As Brooks fires a contested three-pointer, and he can't get it to go. And R.J. Gunn is going to get called for the travel. Took steps. Got to put the ball on the deck first.
Got to put the ball down before you take off. Turnovers have also picked up a little bit. Now at 5, that'd be 6 for the Bears. Hasn't been the cleanest of games in that aspect so far in the second half. Just they've already have half as many turnovers in the second half as they did in the whole first half.
You see number 10 Gilliard with the ball, being guarded tightly by McLean. They want to give the ball there to Daniel. He's got the smaller Simmons, and finally able to get it to him. He knocks it down for 2.
Good job by Daniels to just keep moving, not getting the 3 seconds, and being patient. He knows the team wanted to give him the ball, but he didn't just give up on it.
Zim Fields takes a couple screen actions. The Hawks, a couple jabs, the pullback crossover. Scott Brooks dancing, and he's going to draw the blocking foul there on Jay-Sean Brooks. And that'll be on the floor. It's one of those things there with Hawks. You can't really leave your feet. You just got to be stationary. He's going to shoot it over you. Let him shoot it over you. He gets you moving. He's going to the cup.
He's so crafty at the rim.
And Simmons, the corner 3, misses that attempt, and McLean protesting to the referee that he got pushed in the back. Javante Cook, as you see Nasir Daniel really battling, and Zim Fields is holding his own. He's kind of the 5 right now for LR. Gilliard, stop and pop. McLean active in the passing lane, and a turnover there by the Mars Hill Lions.
It's a byproduct of wanting to get the ball inside so much. Gilliard had the shot. You average 15 points a game. You hit on a shot earlier like that, he has to take it.
Exactly. And you got to watch out for that length there of LR. I mean, McLean standing at 6'2". He's able to get up with the best of them. And Gilliard going to pick up a kind of a tic-tac foul right there. That'll be his first personal.
And you can see the pace is slowed down. I thought there was no way these two teams would be able to keep up that high motor as they did early. But still good basketball, just the defenses are finally answering.
Simfield sees the space, drives, and goes up. And a great second effort there by Jamal Bryant. That was almost an easy layup there for Zim Fields.
Fields has to learn to keep that one on the left hip. He had Bryant on the right hip, and he was sealed. Brought it across his body, and he was able to poke it out.
Up ahead there to Simmons. Being guarded tightly by Gilliard. Simmons goes all the way, tough shot, and a great offensive rebound there by Zim Fields on the putback.
Fields, it seemed like he just must have climbed up somebody's back or just hung in the air, it seemed like, for forever.
And Gilliard able to get the and one, and tough, awkward positioning right there for McLean. If you're him, I feel like you just got to let him have that one.
That's one of the toughest things to do when you're a defender, is to understand when you're beat and give up the basket. McLean in that position tried to scrap late and just wasn't able to really do anything in the position he was. Takes the foul. But look at that for Gilliard. He's only taken 2 shots. He averages 15 points a game, and he only has 2 shots, but he hasn't missed. I would like to see him shoot it. Brooks is struggling. He's got to put up some more shots.
Exactly, and there's got to be someone here for the Lions to step up. Cook has had a busy night. You see guarding tightly right there, Zim Fields, all the way to the cup. All jelly, no peanut butter, AB. Strong move by Zim Fields.
I mean, we could use the word strong every time he touches the basketball.
Yes. Cook getting called for the offensive foul. Good job by Davion Bradford of taking the charge.
Bradford getting in position right there. The help defender is always the one that you forget about when you're driving into the lane.
That will be Javante Cook's 3rd personal in the game. So the Lions are down 6 here with 13 minutes remaining. 60-54, Lenoir-Rhyne on top. You see a good ball denial there. Simmons is going to fire the three-pointer, and he twinkles the twine once again.
Looks like he's starting to wake up a little bit, feeling it. He's already had a good game, but
a good strong take there by Brooks, and he knocks it in for 2.
First field goal of the day for Brooks.
Hawks at the top of the key, takes the screen from Gunn. Bradford would fire the three-pointer. He left it short. Good pursuit of the basketball there by Darius Simmons, and he's electing to the referee that he didn't touch the ball again. But it's going to be going the other way. Lions possession.
Simmons poked that one out. I know he feels like he didn't touch it last, but he definitely poked it out.
See David Elkins being harassed there by Bradford, and he's going to get called for the foul. That'll be Bradford's second personal. Third team foul. Cook at the top of the key. What do the Lions have here now? Brooks stepping in, and a tough basket going to his left. Able to finish over R.J. Gunn.
What a finish right there. Just controlling your body mid-air, adjusting the shot, knocking it down.
Simmons there. Another wing three-pointer. In and out on that attempt. Board corralled by Cook. He's driving in strong. Puts up a prayer and draws the contact from R.J. Gunn. He'll be going to the line for 2.
Team just won't go away. 5-point game here. Mars Hill will be heading to the free throw line when we come back from the break on the Bear Sports Network. Back here on the Bear Sports Network, and we got a head-to-head comparison so you can see exactly what's been going on. Javonte Cook, it's been quiet for him in the second half, to say the least, but his impact was made early on. 19 points, 8 of 15 from the field, and Darius Simmons not slowing down either. 7 of 12, 17 points in 23 minutes. It's been just an electrifying game for both of those players.
Yeah, and as you see, AB, his shooting has kind of cooled down for both sides. LR was shooting 61.3% from the field, and now they're shooting 33.3% from the field here in the second half. And they were knocking down 52% of their threes in the first half, only 20%, 1 for 5 here in the second half. And we knew they were going to cool down, but we didn't expect this much.
They were going to cool down. There's no way you can keep that pace, but I said it early on. When you play basketball, you know sometimes you go in that locker room, and that's the worst thing that can happen for your jump shot because those legs just come out, and it's not the same anymore.
You see Cook there at the line. Able to knock down the first attempt. Now up to 20 points on the night.
I mean, just a heck of a performance. And yeah, I think it started on the defensive side with him. He got a couple steals early on, and that really got him going. You see the long arms. They're going to need him on the defensive side.
And let's see if this Mars Hill Lions team switches back to that zone that was worked in 2 possessions earlier in the first half for them. And Cook, another ticky-tack foul there. I believe that will be his 4th personal.
And this puts the Lions in a tough position. He's been your most consistent player today. 11 minutes to go.
And I think head coach Vic Fenora trusts Cook, but he's going to send Daniel probably to come relieve him. You see Gunn fed the ball there on the post. goes in with the left, missed it, but his own offensive rebound. Gunn's good for 1 or 2 of those a game. He's a great rebounder there for Lenoir-Rhyne. Brooks being guarded tightly. Fouled, and he'll get the and one as Hawks will get called for the slap on the arm.
And that's not what you want at all if you're the Bears, for Brooks to start getting going. Get a replay on this one. Just a simple positioning play, good position, quick drive, takes the slap on the wrist and knocks it down.
And AB, just like that, look at this, a 3-point ball game. It's been a good rally here for the Mars Hill Lions as Brooks knocks down the free throw. Now a 2-point ball game. You hear Coach Fenori yelling at his team to be active on the defensive end. And Gunn, a myriad of moves, gets the friendly roll.
Team struggling on the offensive side, get it inside and pound it.
Elkins trying to feed Daniel, and I believe he's going to turn that ball over. It's going to be going the other way.
Turning up the intensity on the defensive side. That's where it all starts for this Bears team. We get a replay of that last drive by Gunn, spinning, dancing, going up strong and getting the soft touch.
You see Coach Sullivan telling McLean to rotate, clear some space here for RJ Gunn. Deep mid-range 2, left it long, and now Elkins is pushing the ball here for the Lions. Brooks, good hesitation, driving in now with the left, and he gets it to go.
Brooks is getting going. It's getting going, but McLean answers.
Not able to get it to go. There's McLean all the way to the hoop. Now Bryant going in strong with the left. Count the basket, and what a run here for the Mars Hill Lions. They have battled back into this one and have tied the ball game with 9:37. We show you the replay of that last series of events. Elkins and Bryant just strong to the rack with the left. He's got a chance to give his team the lead.
This team's playing with a lot of confidence. They're feeling it right now offensively. Just aggressive. And you can just see how fast they're turning the page. The Bears, that's a fast of a 4-point swing as you can get. One moment you're over there trying to lay it in. Next moment, you're got an and one on the other side.
Exactly. Big boy rebound there for RJ Gunn. 67 apiece. We're under 10 minutes left to play. What else could you have asked for? Zimfields really stuck in the air there. Almost got away with the travel. Now Simmons has to look at the clock. 5 here on the clock. Step back, crossover. Knock it down. Darius Simmons, count it.
I'm speechless on that play right there. I mean, just a discombobulated possession. We'll get the replay. Simmons looks up, sees 5 seconds on the shot clock. Step back, crossover, hand up, so what? Knock it down and take me to the line.
That's all you can say on that one is Darius Simmons. Wow.
Sometimes there are just plays that go on in a game and you can't do anything but just say a bunch of onomatopoeias.
It's Elkins there. Now over to Bryant. See if he can answer. Fires the 3 and does just that. That's been the night, folks, here for both sides. Like I said earlier, anytime Iwar says something, the Lions have a good answer. Screen there high. McLean turning. Zimfields in the corner for 3, and he knocks down the corner 3 with confidence.
Zimfields. He hasn't missed today from the field. 6 of 6. Just, oh my God.
And a big block there by Fields. Now he's pushing in transition. goes up with the right and gets the friendly roll. How about 7 for 7 for Zim Fields?
We didn't even notice that. So much is going on. Zim Fields still hasn't missed. Now Brooks going into the lane. Soft touch.
Yeah, I don't know if Brooks is a transfer from LR. He knows these rims really well here tonight. He's been getting all sorts of friendly rolls. Now Zim Fields driving in again. Goes up with the right, and that will be his first miss of the night, but great aggressiveness there from Zim Fields. As we have a media timeout here, but AB, look at this last flurry here from both sides, 76-72. Wow.
Just crazy. Both really putting on just a heck of a performance here. And Zim Fields, like we said, didn't even notice the game's going so well. Don't even notice he hadn't missed until that last little block. Just everybody playing at a great pace, great speed, and on both sides getting invested. Brooks has come alive, and you got to believe this one's going to be tight to the finish.
Exactly. 76-72, 7:52 remaining here in the second half. Like AV said, Lions were kind of quiet early on. Both teams were very quiet. And then it was Darius Simmons picked it up, Javante Cook for the Lions, and as of late, it's been Jayshon Brooks. I'll show you the replay of this nice pullback crossover and the one there for Darius Simmons, the 4-point play. Maybe it's not even March yet, and I'm feeling a little crazy in this one.
It's right around the corner. I mean, just Sunday, we'll officially be in March of Madness season, but this one's got an early bid for some madness on it. Just a heck of a game, and with 7:52 left to go, it seems like every possession's going to matter from here on out, and it has mattered for a while now. This one's been tight, only tied once since halftime, but Mars Hill making the big-time comeback from all the way down 13, looking to just keep going and close the gap even more.
Inbound to Zim Fields, misses it, gets his own offensive rebound, goes up strong again, and misses the second time, but RJ Gunn crashing the glass, gets the tip in.
That's a tight one on RJ Gunn. It looked like it was just off the rim for the putback.
Now Bryant fires in and out on that attempt, and Bryant had a sneaky half in this one. He's got 15 there for the Lions, and Simmons driving in. They're going to call a foul on the floor. Basket will not count.
I mean, just look at that. Bryant has 15. Cook has 21. And Brooks, at one point in time, he had 2 points, and they were all at the free throw line. Now he has 15, and it's just exploded.
Yeah, it's been Bryant and Brooks have really picked up the slack here for the Lions, as well as, when Cook couldn't get anything to go in a nice 5 to 6 minute stretch. It's a good relief there for the two other key players.
Simmons, that's his 22nd point of the day. Just another spectacular night for him. 8 of 14 from the field.
And what shouldn't go unnoticed is RJ Gunn with 12 points and 10 rebounds. I think he's up to 14 points now and 11 rebounds with the offensive board, and a strong drive by David Elkins all the way to the cup with his right hand.
I have no idea how Elkins made that. He wasn't even looking at the rim.
You see Cooper Fowler at the top of the key. Gunn surveying. He's spinning, trying to get to his spot, and he gets one to rattle in on the floater.
So much better when he can get downhill and get just the shots he wants by forcing people to go where he wants them to go.
Elkins out to Bryant. Now Cook takes the screen from Bryant, and Zim Fields mows down Bryant. Now going up with the right. Gets it to go. Defense into offense.
Big hands just took it right there from Cook.
Bryant pivoting, looking for some help. Finally gets it there from Elkins. And Elkins will now call off the set. And Bryant dribbles it off Fields' foot, and now he's going up. Strong with the left hand. It's a Zim Fields show. You're watching it here on Bear Sports Network.
Zim Fields, what's going on? Quick 4 4-point explosion gets him to 20. Look at this, sticking his hand in the cookie jar and taking the cookies he wants. Coast to coast, finishes the layup, but that wasn't it for him. He went back on the next possession and did it again. Zim Fields, have yourself a day. 9 of 11 from the field, 20 points. Bears now sporting a 12-point lead. We'll take a short break here on the Bear Sports Network and be right back.
Everything the light touches will be yours. You must remember who you are. The one true champion. We are LR.
We are.
We are.
We are.
We are.
We are LR. We are LR.
Back here on the Bear Sports Network, LR holding a 12-point advantage, 86-74. 6:08 to go here. Zim Fields having himself a day, just sneaking in and taking over. What we thought was the Darius Simmons show. Zim Fields starting this game out 7 for 7, now 9 of 11 with 20 points on the day, 5 rebounds. He's just been an animal.
He's been a beast here on both ends of the floor, which has really benefited LR. Now let's see how the Mars Hill Lions answer. Out to Cook in the corner for 3, and he knocks it down. The Mars Hill Lions will not say die. Doing a great job battling back.
Cook now up to 24 points. His first field goal of the second half.
As Gilliard picks up the foul.
He's not happy about that one, but I think that's a good job by Fields, turning his shoulders, getting downhill, and forcing the contact. You can look at that stat line, 9 of 12. He's even hit a 3. Zim Fields, he's not one to pull a lot of three-pointers. So when he's hitting threes, you know it's his night.
If they're going to leave you open, 80, you're going to take it. And he's done a good job. He's a freshman no longer. Zim Fields has grown up before our eyes all season, and especially here tonight. Pushes LR's lead up to 10 points as he misses that second free throw. 87-77 ball game with 5:30 remaining here in the second half.
What's really crazy is, as good as LR has played, it's still just a 10-point game. And they have 87 points right now with 5.5 to go. I don't know all the analytics and everything, but it sounds like 100 is calling.
Yeah, it's definitely knocking on that door here in this one. As that will send Powell to the line for the 1-and-1. Able to knock down that first free throw. (87-78) ball game here with 5:29 remaining. Lenoir-Rhyne is up over the Mars Hill Lions. And Powell goes 2 for 2 at the line. 8-point ball game. Zim Fields. There's a good backdoor cut there by Darius Simmons. Now Hawks there at the top of the key. Good show and go. Mason Hawks stop on a dime, and I don't know what Mason Hawks is saying down there. It must be, hey, you're doing a great job there on the defensive end.
Look at a replay right here. As you said, it comes off the screen, and just a show, hangs, knocks it down.
Hey, a little extracurricular, saying, hey, good job. You're playing great out there. Good job there by Mason Hawks. Now going to the line for the Allen 1.
Do you expect a lot of that in games when it's this competitive? Teams are, this means a lot. They're not just gonna lay down. There's gonna be a little bit of extracurriculars as long as it's all within the confines of the game.
Powell driving in, a tough shot. That was a really hard angle, fading away from the backboard. And a foul is called. That will send number 1, Nasir Daniel, to the line. 1-1.
Mason Hawks hitting those last couple of free throws, put him in double figures. That gave the Bears 4 of them. My key for tonight was I thought they needed 5 players in double figures. They're well on pace for that. It's just crazy to think every single player that stepped on the floor today for the LR has hit at least 2 shots and has 5 points or more.
And knocks down the second one as well. 9-point ball game, 90-81. It's been a barn burner here at Schuford Gymnasium. Under 5 minutes left to play. Tim Fields driving in here on Cook and almost able to get it to go. Misses it off the front of the rim.
It's a great idea by Fields, though. Cook is playing with 4 fouls. Go attack him.
And Fields will get called for a foul. You've got to be a little bit easier right there. And I think that one's just freshman jitters. Got to take it easy. And that's going to send Daniel to the line.
And this is where things can get dangerous. Both teams are in the bonus. It's been very aggressive. Fouls have been called. So now you don't want to give up free points.
As Daniel able to knock the first one down here of the 1-1. Knocks down both of them. 7-point ball game. And Lions now performing a full court press, trying to put some pressure there on the ball handlers of Lenoir-Rhyne. And see LR the swing. Mason Hawks now driving in strong with the right hand. And you know he wanted the and one on that attempt. Gets it to go though for LR.
Tough take and even better finish by Hawks. Just Bears keep trying to put this game away. Let's see if they can get the stop needed though.
Kick to Cook. Cook driving in. Over Gunn. Left it short. Powell the offensive rebound and gets the putback layup. Hawks the hesitation. Surveying now. Fowler at the top of the key. Out to RJ Gunn in front of the Boom Squad. Not able to get it to go. And now Brooks is pushing in transition. Bryant, the three-pointer, left it short. And he's calling for a foul. Look at hit his hand. Now Gunn going up with the right and gets it to go. The two-hand slam. Bring down the house, RJ Gunn.
Out of nowhere, just RJ Gunn. We talk about the explosion of this guy. Get up, get out of the way. This pace is moving. Look at Simmons, swings it over to Gunn. Watch your head. Forcing a timeout to be called, and the Bears now 9-point lead, 3:22 to go. They've controlled this game for a while, but they're looking to put it away. They got to do it on the defensive side. Right there was a classic situation. They get a stop, and they were able to run, able to get out and get going. RJ Gunn, I mean, putting the cap on it. But the Bears now, they got to finish this one off. There hasn't been a lot of defense in this game. There's been a great offense, but if they want to win this game, they got to play some defense.
Exactly, Amy. Just looking at this one, that will be the most points Lenoir-Rhyne has scored here at home this season, 94. Most points they've scored all season is 110 on the road at Young Harris.
We got the head-to-head matchup. You look, Darius Simmons, he hasn't been the one we've talked about lately. Zim Fields went off. RJ Gunn going crazy, but when you're scoring 94 points, there's a lot of people getting involved in the action. Javante Cook hitting a couple big-time buckets in the second half. They're going to need a couple more if they want to have a chance to win this game. Brooks, he got open. But Bryant, he's going to have to find some threes. So many players for these Lions that can hit shots. They're going to have to step up and find a way to hit some buckets and get some stops. As you see right there, 18 points for Gunn. 8 of 17 from the field. Just It's just a heck of a performance so far. Both teams right now in the second half, the Bears are shooting 48%. And for the Lions, they're shooting 51%. Bears 54% for the game. Lions at 51. 12 threes have been made by the Bears. Just incredible offense.
You see a little confusion here from the referees trying to figure out the shot clock and the game clock. And you see the Mars Hill Lions players talking to the football players there for Lenoir-Rhyne. You see one of them holding up a Girl Scout cookie box. And I don't want to know what that conversation's about over there, but they're riled up in the student section.
You might not want to know, but I do. But we'll say that for another time. You love the environment here, just everybody getting involved, everybody kind of laughing, enjoying the mood.
And answering back there's Chase Sean Brooks. I don't think he's the kind of man you want to make angry. He's battling back in this one here for Lenoir-Rhyne. For Mars Hill. Under 3 minutes left to play. LR up 7, 94-87. And an illegal screen called on Mason Hawks.
That's big. That'll be his 5th foul, if I'm sure. Mason Hawks has had a nice day, but that'll end it right there.
That's going to hurt. That's a dagger right there for Lenoir-Rhyne. Mason Hawks, one of your best playmakers on the season, leading the team in assists, and a dead-eye sharpshooter when you need a 3. That one's going to hurt. So, nice crossover inside, a tough take, left short, but Brooks there for the offensive rebound, and now just a 5-point ball game, under 3 minutes.
Zim Fields is going to have to close this one out with Hawks out.
Fowler there at the top of the key looking for Gunn to get going. Gunn losing the ball. Bryant gambles in the passing lane, and Bradford telling Fowler to clear out there on the baseline. Simmons looking to go to work, in and out dribble, fake, stops, and knocks it down with the utmost confidence. Darius Simmons, that's a bad man.
Ooh, you can't even say that with enough emphasis. Bryant tries to answer while we're still staring, and Gunn was looking to get that one to Bradford to get another big-time dunk out here, but they're going to pull it out, slow it down a little bit, get it to Simmons. He's on 26 for the night.
Being guarded tightly there by Gilliard. 97-89 with a minute 45 remaining here at Schufer Gymnasium. Crowd's telling Simmons to pull it again. Step back, and he knocks it down. Darius Simmons, he is outworldly. That is a bad man.
100 points on the board with style. This place erupted. What a night here in the shoe. Let's get a replay of that. Simmons dancing, step back. Oh, Bobby Jack, knock it down.
Darius Simmons, ice water in his veins, drops the 100th point for LR. Lenoir-Rhyne up 100-89 here at Schufer Gymnasium. I mean, what else can you talk about, AB? Darius Simmons putting on a show. It's been a host of Bears here tonight, but it's been a fun contest.
This game has been so much fun. I think both teams can say that. Players can say that. Fans can say that. It's been so competitive. There's been a lot of offense. The defense hasn't been terrible. If you're Mars Hill, you're going to force Simmons to shoot that shot. He's just been knocking it down today because he's playing out of his mind. But it's not over. As well as the Lions have been shooting, this one isn't over. But they need buckets now.
Yeah, that was one of those shots there for Simmons. Definitely a heat check. The crowd was egging him on to pull it. And you can see Cook will fire to the three-pointer. Gets the answer and count the basket for Cook. You have some words for the student section. And Cook saying, hey, I can do the same thing also here on the other end.
27 for him. I mean, and one. You want to talk about a team that's resilient. Look at this. He gets his own little step back and one. Anything you can do, I can do better. It's probably what Cook told the fans over there. Is this one's been fun, and the Lions haven't given up.
As Cook knocks down the free throw, it's a 7-point ball game. A minute 28, still anyone's ball game, AB. There's a lot of time left, but for the Lions, you've got to get a stop here on defense and score on the other end.
Got to get a stop, got to get one without fouling as well.
You see Simmons telling everyone to clear out, and Simmons does a great job of just keeping his head level. I mean, it helps when you're a smaller guard, but drawing a contact, and he's going to go to the line for 2, where he's an excellent free throw shooter.
As well as you talked about just keeping a level head. Simmons, he's played in games like this before. He's been in the big moment, so this isn't too much for him. He understands what it takes to get a win like this in a game like this. You can just see that stat line is ridiculous. 29, now 30 points. It's just absolutely insane is what Darius Simmons doing right now.
He's a cheat code, AB. He's one of those where you just don't know how to stop him on all 3 levels of the floor.
Just so efficient. And now Bears looking for a stop. Brooks gets in.
There's Jayshon Brooks.
They're going to call the foul.
Draws the foul. He'll go to the line for 2, and that's honestly the smartest play right there by Brooks, not taking a lot of time off the clock and going to the line for 2.
What a game here. I mean, we got 102 to 93. Brooks up to 19 points now.
Can't knock down that first free throw. That's going to hurt there. The Mars Hill Lions.
Can't be wasting points if you're the Lions. Need buckets. Got to get stops and missed free throws.
Brooks here on the second attempt. Knocks it in. Powell's going to re-enter the game here for Brooks.
Go a little offense for defense. They're going to try to trap.
Up ahead to McLean, now up to Fowler, and he mishandles the pass, and Gilliard is going to get called for the foul. That will send McLean in the line. You see here Coach Sullivan telling Fowler all he had to do was hold the ball there. You don't necessarily have to attack the basket.
And that's teaching a lesson, I think, to the freshmen. We talked about it. We say they've played a lot of time now. They're not freshmen anymore, but they still have to learn because they are freshmen. They still do have the label. Fowler, he was thinking big time right there. He wanted the points, get to the basket, easy layup, maybe a dunk or something. He's gonna get to the sideline and get a lesson to stay in the corner and just keep wasting that time.
As McLean misses that first free throw, in and out. Still a chance now for the Mars Hill Lions. They're down 8. Now down 9, and the ball inbounded quickly to Brooks. Brooks looking to go to work, spinning, stops, and knocks down the turnaround mid-range jump shot. Up ahead, looking not to foul McLean. And up ahead to Zimfields into the front court. And a foul there by Gilliard will send Zimfields to the line.
Good job by Fields. He could have kicked it across court, been aggressive, but go ahead, goes on the line, shoot it with confidence and knock down your free throws. This game will be over.
It's going to take some very heroic efforts here for the Mars Hill Lions. 49.7 remaining. And there's definitely 2 free throws. Got to reset the clock now to 49.7. As that was 2 shots there for Zinfields. As Cook a little confused. He was ready to advance that ball so quickly. As the refs are waiting to reset the clock to 49.7. And Fields knocks down the second attempt. Up ahead to Cook, and he's going to push it. Cook driving in now. Goes up with the reverse, and that was denied by R.J. Gunn. And now Cook will pick up his 5th personal, and he has fouled out. And the student section is letting him know. And Gunn will go to the line for 2.
Get a replay of that last sequence. Just Good drive, even better block by Gunn and Cook. That's gonna be the end of his day, but he should not hang his head at all. He showed out, really helped his team stay competitive in this matchup.
Yeah, some elite stuff here tonight from Javante Cook, showing why he's a very prolific scorer for the Mars Hill Lions. Is Gunn able to knock down that first free throw? Now looking to extend their lead to double digits. Here with 39 seconds remaining, LR is up 10, 106-96. Brooks now fires a three, misses it. Zim Fields corrals the board. And now pushing it up ahead, and Daniel will foul him. Lions still not giving up. Decent amount of time left, but they got to hope that Fields misses both and push it, and they got to knock down the basket and play the foul game the rest of the way here.
If you're the Bears and you want to have a new season high in points, you might want them to hit a three. Keep fouling, sending them to the line. Zim Fields knocks it down. I mean, just so many good performances here. This is going to be one of those box scores. We're going to have to sit on this one for a day and just digest what we saw.
Fields misses the second one, 1 of 2 at the line. Now Bryant driving in, tough with the right hand. Quick basket there for the Mars Hill Lions, and a timeout called by head coach Vic Finora. 107-98, 19.9 seconds. AB, this one's all from over. There's still a lot of time left. I mean, you've seen Tracy McGrady, 13 and 35. There's 19.9 seconds remaining, and if you're Lions, you're not out of this one.
I mean, we've seen some big burst out of both teams, both with their top scoring runs at 10 points. So big performances from everybody, but just big performances from everybody in this game. And if you're LR, you got to be happy. If you're Mars Hill, there's still time left. You got to hope for some missed free throws. But you just got to keep playing out through the end. You've played this hard. There's no need to stop now.
Exactly, AB. 107-98. You see that head-to-head there. A lot of buckets scored tonight. Javante Cook with 28. Darius Simmons dropping 31. There's a reason why it's a 107-98 ball game. I'm excited for the tournament, AB. If this is what a little glimpse into the future of SAC Conference basketball, I mean, who else wouldn't love that?
We're 4 days removed from some March Madness, but there is some madness today.
Up ahead to Gunn, and now Fields can just hold it, and he gets fouled there by Powell, and that will send Zim Fields to the line once again for 2.
Fields knocks these down, and I think it'll be all but over.
And Fields in and out on that first attempt. You see Bradford giving him a pat. Hey, don't worry about it. Knock down the second one. Misses the second attempt. Lions advance. Bryant fires the three-pointer. Long on that attempt, and now Bradford can just dribble it out. And that's the game, folks. Lenoir-Rhyne wins this one. 107-98 over the Mars Hill Lions. A must-win here for Lenoir-Rhyne. What a game, AB.
What a game, exactly. What a performance by both teams. Just absolutely showing out. Offense was at a premium. Offense was showing up today. Defense, we didn't see a lot of it, but when we did, it seemed like it was always important. Both teams just executing so smooth. Darius Simmons, what can we say about his night? 31 points, absolutely putting on a clinic. Then you have Mason Hawks. He gave you a good performance, 12 points for him before he fouled out. Zim Fields, he also showed out. RJ Gunn, getting into a 20-point range. This is exactly what you wanted, I think, if you're the Bears in a game like this.
Exactly. I mean, what greater sign there is to show to your home faithful that, hey, I know we've had a rough patch, but we're still that team that you love to watch, and they showed that here today with some confidence going into their next game. I mean, their last game will be at Catawba, a team they beat earlier in the season. Excuse me. It will be here at home, Senior Day, on Saturday. This will be a great one. They beat Catawba early in the season. Like I was saying before, AB, I mean, what are you expecting here from Lenoir-Rhyne going into the tournament?
If you're LR, you gotta lock in on Saturday. Saturday's the big game. It's the game that can change seedings and jump you up a couple spots, get you where you are. But if you play like you did today, I don't care who you're playing against, you're going to win. They did what they wanted. They executed their offense. They got their shots, and they hit a lot more than they missed. Defensively, they can tighten it up, but this team showed up today, and in the tournament, you're just looking for more games like this. More competitive spirit, more chances just to show out, and as we get the final stats, you could just listen as I roll them down. 55.9% from the game. That is absolutely insane. 51% from three. They knocked down 14 of them. It's tough to beat that. But Mars Hill, 98 points isn't anything to be slept on. 50% from the field, 38% from three. They knocked down 8 of them. Cook, 28 points. Brooks, it took him a long time to get started, but he's got 22. Bryant, 17. Daniel, 13 for the Bears. Simmons led the way with 31. Gunn, 20. Fields, 23. Hawks, 12. And then every single person that stepped on the court tonight for the Bears had at least 6 points. It just tells you everybody had an impact. Got to give a shout-out to Davion Bradford. He may have only had 6 points, but he had 5 assists. He led the team in assists. He was very important in moving the ball. Cooper Fowler, 9 points. He didn't do a lot in the second half. All 9 of his points came in the first half. But you know what is very important for him? Plus-minus. Plus 19. When he was on the floor, this team was very successful, and they had a lot of good looks because he was setting screens, moving around. Just can't say anything less about the execution of this team today.
As the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears sweep the Mars Hill Lions here tonight. Thanks for staying tuned here on Bears Sports Network. Make sure you stay tuned for our next game here on Saturday, Senior Day, against Catawba. I'm Ada Kaliane, and on behalf of AB, we wish you a great night here on Bears Sports Network.